Hello and welcome to part two of the AWA V50. Well, hopefully this will be the final installment on this of the restoration, repair, headache, hair pulling escapade on this thing. But I'm pleased to say it's pretty much just about all done. I've just got the audio section to replace a few resistors on. But the bulk of it's pretty much completed. I'm pretty happy with how it's actually turned out. As you can see, there's a number of resistors and capacitors I have changed on the time. I suppose you could call it the time-based board. Yeah, just took a lot of time. I mean, I probably didn't have to change half of those components, but yeah, just to make it reliable and, peace of mind that they're pretty much all done. And over this side too, sort of there's a few I've left in there, and yeah, the ones down here, and then in the sort of low voltage sections are okay. It was more the crucial ones that I really changed because yeah, just for peace of mind. And I seem to be losing my voice at the moment, so I don't know what's going on there, but. Yeah, yeah. This thing wasn't without its headaches and its little intermittent faults and a few little niggly things I had to sort out. But yeah, what was I going to say? With the Lopti or flyback down here, had a few problems with this, with some EHT leaking and a bit of arcing, and a few other little things started to go wrong. When I was levering the whole chassis in and out, the donut got kind of, because it's a little bit loose, the donut managed to get sort of pushed around up into here, and it started arcing this point here where the fly comes out to the 087, the top, the anode. It started arcing quite badly up into here, so I had to take the cage off. Mind you, I had to take the cage off to actually get at the other components around the PL504 and PY88. And also somebody had been in here, done a bit of a half-assed repair on a couple of components. That replaced a couple of components down in here, but they'd done a real half-assed job, and the soldering wasn't that great. And one, I think there was this 560 ohm resistor which read nearly 1K. So yeah, it's just a whole, just basically going through and just sort of going through and just slowly changing all the old caps, all the old resistors. And trying to make it as reliable as possible. These Phillips axial caps still tested perfectly fine. That cap still checks perfectly fine. I've still got to do the one, like I said, the audio is fine. The audio is perfectly fine. Like I've been using this set over the past couple of nights for a couple of hours at a time, and the set's running perfectly fine. But I just wouldn't mind changing the cathode bypass resistor and probably the 2.7 kHt feed. All the other ones, I'll probably just leave those behind. I'll leave them in there. I said I'll go around and I'll do a bit of a spot check on the remaining resistors with my meter, and yeah, we should be all good to go really. But yeah, but looking through my spares, and I have not got any spare Loptis. I haven't got haven't got any of these spare. I've got other ones that look like, but I've got no spares. So hopefully this one holds out. Certainly, it's been so far so good. It seems to be working all right. So yeah. So here's the pile of dead bits in here. It's the old, yes, that's right, I did mention, and I'm talking in the last video about the PL504 going positive with its grid current, and obviously it's going a bit gassy and causing the width to slowly increase. And these are these old TCC dual mold caps in the vertical section. I couldn't get the vertical right. I couldn't get the linearity right, or the just couldn't get the picture right. He ended up changing those caps, and it basically brought the picture right. After that, I was able to adjust the linearity and took linearity and overall linearity and all that sort of thing. I think that might have been the 0.1 of the boost rail to ground. The other one was across the lot. I think it was something to do with the deflection. But you know, half of these resistors, as I mentioned last time, they're all out like that. 4.7K was reading close to 7. You know, it's just went through and just changed all the ones which I thought just needed to be done. Again, probably a little bit overboard, but I've probably just repeated myself. Yeah, we'll try not to do that. But yeah, so what else do I need to add about this thing? And I mentioned in the last video too about a width problem. Didn't seem to be enough width even with the boost set at 720. The picture was still quite narrow. Well, it ended up being this 0.15 capacitor had gone up to some other stupid value. That 4.7K was quite high, and that 75K was reading nearly 100. So changing these components in here on the horizontal deflection coils basically, brought the width back out to where it's supposed to be. And at the boost rod of 720, basically the picture fills the screen nicely. Now it's not narrow like it was. Oh, come on, don't start doing this silly autofocus thing, phone. Not in the mood for it. But yes, so, and again, this is where all those horrible TCC dual mold capacitors were in the vertical. So yeah, changing all those as I mentioned, brought the picture correct, and there wasn't really a lot of components to change in the other on the signal board, because it's mostly as last time, it's basically a hybrid set. So it's mostly all solid state. So the whole front end's all solid state up to the video output, video amplifier section. The rest of it's all solid state. Hopefully none of those transistors start giving me problems. That'll be the next headache, because those are in these cans here. So it kind of looks like they actually. This looks like they actually probably just unclip, but I'm not about to start disturbing those unless I absolutely necessarily have to. So yeah, but yeah, no, this actually also cleaned up on the inside as well. I'll just unscrew the chassis and pull it out, slot and hinge it down, and I've cleaned in under here as well. So just unloosen this, and we'll try and bring it forward and try not to move the donut or knock the bottom of the donut on the lop there like I did previous times before. So we just pull this thing right forward like that and swing it out. There we go. So and yeah, I've cleaned the alter cap up, and glue those two stickers back onto the back of the tube. So that's the serial number 148819. That's the serial number. And going through those service notes, this is probably quite a late production set, because there were a couple of modifications that are done to the video output to the tube. And looking here, apparently these modifications were to improve the picture quality. So that's what that 120K and there's 15K and another coil across on the tube bay socket. So yeah, this is definitely a late production set. And I went through and just soldered up the board as best I could, but just realised I'm going to have to actually take that plate off to get at the resistors on the audio section. I mean, I could leave them, but you know, as I said, the audio is fine, but me being fussy, you know, sometimes being fussy can be a pain in the ass. Drive yourself up the wall. But yeah, I'm just trying to think what else. There was some other funny thing. There was some other funny fault with this thing too. What was it? Yeah, there was something up with the AGC too, but again, just changing again, out of spec components on, and the contrast was a bit lacking too. Out of spec components changed all the components in the contrast section and changed the resistors, and all of a sudden I had a bit more contrast range too. So, but yeah, it's pretty much, well, I just don't really know what to say, to be honest. I'm pretty much, I've waffled on now for 10 minutes and probably waffled on the last video for probably nearly an hour about it. But yeah, this is the halfway rectification for the set itself. Those original old diode, those original old diodes in there, but and that, I don't know, that cap, that dual mode's probably all right. So yeah, I'll just leave all that in for now. I think I'll just leave it in there, just leave it in. Yeah, so I had to glue the linearity coil too, because that had broken. Then I had to glue that back onto the linearity coil and all that. So oh well, I'm guessing now I might as well kick the set in the guts, and you can see what the picture looks like. So just move all this away, move that back there, and we'll kick it in the guts. It's true. And there we go. Really, really nice picture on it, nice and sharp and defined and bright, and you know, as I said, the actual camera doesn't really do it justice, but you've got good range now on the, yeah, that's right, the horizontal hole control, everything. It was all off to one side, so I had to go through and readjust the horizontal oscillator and adjust the preset horizontal hole preset and threshold as well. I think I had to remove that link and short it to ground, and then adjust a couple of controls for a stage pressure, put it back, and put a 0.1 cap to something else. And yes, there was definitely an adjustment procedure there, but yeah, no, I'm really quite pleased with how this has come up. The tuner is all nice and clean as well now, so it's not jumping around and flickering like it was. Or the slight flickering, you can't really see it, but if I sort of these rabbit ears are a little bit. But this way, these rabbit ears are better than those other ones I was using. So yeah, the sort of flickering is just me moving that around. But no, I'm really happy with this. It's going good. So no, I'm pretty happy with how this has turned out. So yep, I think I'm going to be. I'm definitely going to be watching this TV. Yeah, what are you doing? I'm definitely going to be watching this TV for a little while. Yeah, linearity looks pretty good. It's pretty even top and bottom. Doesn't look like it's too badly out. Like I said, that's I've adjusted everything as best I can. So as best as it possibly can. And yeah, look, it's a 55-year-old TV, so you can't expect perfection, but it's certainly a lot better than what it was, that's for sure. And you've got a really got some nice contrast there as well now. So Yeah, all right, what I'll do, I might spin it around and actually show you some actual moving images on the screen rather than something static. So back in a sec.
Where would he hide it? All right, we'll start all over again. We'll think like Harry. Now, he buys a ticket on the Irish sweepstakes, and he doesn't want you to know about it.
As I said, the actual picture quality is, yeah, you can't really see how good it is. It's, you know, the camera doesn't do it justice. It's really, really good. So, yeah, so,
That's where he kept it. It was in one of the pockets of that suit, and you gave it away.
No, it wasn't in one of the pockets. Now, if you know anything about women, you'll know that I went through that.
well, we'll turn that down. Hopefully this won't flag a YouTube copyright, but, yeah, well, I think we're pretty much done on this, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'll just start using the set and move on to something else. So yeah, thanks for following along with this one, and yeah, hopefully there isn't a part 3, but there very well could be. Yeah, depends if something else on it decides to break down. But no, I'm pretty pleased with this. So yeah, might as well. For now, I think we'll call this done. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. And it goes completely out of focus. Come on. Focus. There we go.